Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome to Old World, which is a 4X Civilization-esque type game, which is made by Mohawk Games, which is, I think, co-run by Soren Johnson, who I think was the lead on Civilization 4 and the co-lead on Civilization 3 or 4, I can't remember. Anyway, the point is that he's well known in the 4X circles. I've definitely heard the name before, and it's also published by Hooded Horse. Now, this was an exclusive, or currently is an exclusive, on the Epic Games Store, but it is coming to Steam and Good Old Games next year. Quarter 2, 2022. There we go. Now, you may not like the fact that Epic Games Store have some exclusives. Fair enough. Totally understand it. However, I would say that apparently this game wouldn't have been made if it wasn't for the fact that Epic stood in when their previous publisher dropped out. So without Epic, this game would have never been made. So I totally understand that people don't like Epic. It's fine. It's not a hill I want to die on. I've got other hills I want to die on, like about how bad Space Marines are. So anyway, let's get into it. So this game is... it's a lot like Civilization 5? 6? No, I didn't play 6. I've played 5. I think it's more like Civilization 6 than 5, but I've only played 5. I've never played 6. And it's kind of a mishmash between Civilization and Crusader Kings. So it's got the sort of like Civilization map and sort of gameplay, but it's got the Crusader Kings characters and interactions and events and that kind of thing. So obviously, if you like both of those games, then this could be right up your street. So you have 7 different factions to pick from. This game doesn't go into like the modern age or anything like that. You only have, I want to say it's about 200 turns. So about 200 years to play through, and you can pick one of these Bronze/Iron Age civilizations to play as. So you've got Carthage there, Greece, Rome, that kind of stuff. Each one starts with different technologies, starts with different potential unique units and buildings and families as well. And we'll get into families later. The leader also has an archetype. Now, your leader is important, but it should be said that he won't be your leader forever. Because eventually your leader will pop his clogs and your heir will take over, whoever that may be. So again, that's sort of Crusader Kings like sort of mechanics coming in. So we're going to play as Rome. So we get more fatigue limits. That's how far our units can potentially move. We get all cities get 2 recruitment, I want to say, a turn. And they're starting textile, working stone, crafting, and polis. We get some unique shrines for each of the gods. And we have unique units as starters. Legionary, and our leader is Romulus. He's ruthless and a tactician. And our families are Fabius, Claudius, Valerius, and Julius. Now, each of the factions obviously has slightly different ones, and you can see that old Cyrus here, he's actually a hero, and this is going to allow them to do different things. It's also going to give you different bonuses. The archetype, each character has an archetype, and that allows them to sort of like perform different activities and also give you different bonuses. So anyway, we're going to pick Rome to start off with. Why not? And we're going to go next. We're just going to go with that. That's fine. Now, I must say that I've liked this game, but I don't know if I'll spend too much more time with it, because I didn't pick up Civilization 6, and that's because I just didn't feel the need to. And because of that, I feel like this game is sort of not quite scratching the itch that I want. But anyway, Rome in the Old World. You are Romulus, first king of the Romans, cast into a river and left to die as a baby. Weren't we all? You were found and raised by a she-wolf. Years later, stronger and trained for your return to the world of men, you are reunited with your birth mother, Leah, who is a character, as we can see there. See? Leah the Younger, your mother, 44, not so young anymore. And she's got charisma, but minus discipline. I mean, she did cast her children into a river, so... sure. Together with your jealous twin brother, Remus. There he is. There's Remus. You can see he's super wise. He's a schemer, but he's got he's less bold. But then he gets additional bold because he's bold. No, courage. That's it. So he's now got 1 courage because he's a schemer, which reduces 1 courage. But then he's bold, which increases it by 2. There we go. Good. Lovely. Okay, so you fought tooth and nail to unite the disparate tribes of your people, and you are now set to find your place in the world. So let us found our capital, and there we are. And already you're going, well, this looks very like Civilization, and you would be quite correct. So we can decide where we want to stick our city. This sort of over here seems sensible because then we'll get the pearls there as well as some fish and some iron. So I'm gonna scooch over here. Now it should be noted that you've got a little 7 and a little scroll, and that's the number of orders we have. So the number of orders are basically like your it's signifying your leader's ability to interact with his empire. So you have a set number of orders per turn, and you can order your units that amount of times. Now your units might be able to move. In our settlers case, you can see they've got 4. So you can see if we move there, it reduces their little thingy by 1, and if we moved further, it would reduce it by more, and that's going to use 1 order. So they can move 4 times, but if we had, say, 2 settlers, we could move one 4 spaces or do 4 actions with them, and we could only move the other one 3, despite the fact that they could do 4 things, because we only have 7. Well, right, we've got 8 orders. We could order if we had 3. I'll come in again. If we had 3 settlers, we could order 2 of them to do 4 things, but the third one wouldn't be able to do anything, despite the fact that he hasn't moved yet. Is everyone clear with that? Okay, orders, number of things you can. Good. Whew. Okay, so we're going to scooch over here. And this is going to give us a nice little area there. This looks pretty good. We've got Garganus Mountains over there. Sometimes you will find regions that you can name as well, which is quite nice. And we're going to found our capital. Now, we have families that we can settle with. So you have 4 different families, and depending on which one you pick, it'll give you different bonuses. So for example, if we go with Fabius, they are more sort of military-minded family, and as such, you'll get more recruitment per turn. You get more city defences. You'll start with a garrison, and new units start with steadfast. Obviously, this is like that would be kind of your recruitment base, basically. That's what you want to do with that. So we could go with that. But I always like to start with the Valerius, the patrons, because that's going to give us a little bit more construction, a little bit more culture, and it's going to let us hurry projects with money. And it's just going to give us some nice little sort of overall campaign bonuses, which I quite like. So we're going to start with this one. So there we go. We've got a new court minister as well. Maracas has joined the court. His attitude in matters of state will keep Rome moving forward. And there he is. So he is a diplomat. He's at 25. He has 3 charisma, which is not bad. So he is the minister. Oh, he's got 8 charisma. Holy shit. He's super charismatic. And then we get the tech tree. Now, tech tree is like a card-based system. So whenever you select a tech, the other 2 will go into sort of a discard pile, and they won't come back up until all of your cards have been dealt. So you have to be, fairly careful what you're going to pick. I'm going to go for the administration. It is starred there, so it's saying, yeah, that's probably a good one to pick. Granary and treasury, not a bad option. There we go. So we've already moved our settler 1 and we built a city, so we've only got 6 orders left, which means we can only do 6 things with our units. We've got a little bit more vision of the surrounding world. We can see another city site over here, so city sites are the only place you can build your cities, and we can actually go and claim that with our explorer. So we could send him over there. That's going to take 3 orders, send him over there, and we discovered a landmark. It's the Padan Plains. We can call this whatever we like. We could call it the Bottom Plains. Something like that. There we go. Perfect. The Bottom Plains, and we've now claimed that for us, so no one else can take it. I don't really think we actually need to move any of the other guys, so we'll just continue sort of meandering in this direction, and this is telling us about harvesting resources. So yes, so you've got resources, and they're outside of our city controls. We can't really do anything with them, but what we can do is we can send our scout over here, and we can harvest the goats. That's right, we can harvest the shit out of those goats. That's going to give us a little bit more food, and you can do that on each of the resources that you find. There is a little bit of a cooldown before you can use that again, but it will mean that you can sort of like grab some resources. So your scouts are better than just like going around grabbing the goodie huts. They can do other things. Now this scout unit here can't actually do anything because we have no orders left, so he can't move. And our warriors can't move either. So they can't move. So you can't move anything. In fact, our worker, I can't move that either. I probably should have done, but never mind. And so that we kind of can't do anything more. But that's fine. We're okay. We've moved our scout. He's grabbed that. We'll get some more orders next turn. So we can just end the year like that. And we're all good. So next turn, we've got our worker here. What I'm going to do with our worker is I'm going to send them out here, I think, to build some nets. So that's going to give us more peeps. It's going to give us more growth. That's going to get our... Because currently we're building a settler. It's going to take 5 years. Here is our city. You can see we've got some citizen growth. Yeah. Going 10 a turn, I think. And we've got culture, which is weak. And there's discontent, which will increase over time. And we could build any of these things, but we're going to build a settler because we want to grab that this site over here. So we're going to move you, and we're just going to scamper around. There's barbarians. You can find sort of tribes which are barbarians, but civilized-ish. But it looks like we've met Carthage already. Hello, Carthage. There they are. No, we do not want to declare war. What is that? What is it? It's citrus. Ooh, citrusy fresh. Right, we can't move you. Now, we have the orders, but you've run out of move points. So you've got 5 move point there. But we've run out of orders, so we can't actually move you any further. Oh, we've got a little goodie hut down here. Let's go and grab that. Star charts. Our explorers discover a cache of yellowed star charts in the ruins. The former inhabitants must have been a tribe of great navigators. Who should receive these charts? Our scouts could use direction. That's going to give us more orders, and also we gain a scout. Alternatively, we can get a court scholar. Ooh, now, you know what? I think I'm going to go for a new. I think I'm going to go for a. Do we go for a scholar? I think I'm going for a scholar. So we've got Plotia. Her curiosity and insight will aid Rome in unraveling the mysteries of the world. So there we go. So we've got. She has 7 wisdom. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. What could we do anything with her? Or we could marry her. Now, she's really wise. So that would give a nice big boost to our tech, actually. Now, we need 2 orders to do a marry, apparently. But we don't have that. But I think we should. I think we should marry Pluto. How old is she? 25. That's not bad, is it? Now, of course, we've got Prince Remus here. He's currently our heir. He doesn't like us very much. That's fine. And there's a bunch of other characters as well, because when we settled the city, it will create a bunch of characters for that family. So we can see we've got Oligarch Maracas the Minister, so he's there. We've got Lucia the Younger, so is she related? Married? I don't know. And Spurious, who is only 5, but already looking quite manly, to be honest. Children don't get sort of stats until later on. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to pop you in there, and we're going to sleep you, just to defend us. And yeah, we're going to marry Plutia, because that's going to give us significant tech boosts. Yeah, she's going to give us 9.3 tech. Oh no, that's just our court scholar. So, will that give us more tech? Who knows? Oh, is it more or less? I don't know. You can also marry, like, Carthage or one of the tribes, and then your kids will be like 50-50 of them, and they'll like you more because, of course, your wife is Carthaginian or that kind of thing. So, obviously, if you want to get in with a particular AI faction, you might want to do that. So, options. We've discovered the Padus River. Just going to continue scampering on down here. Oh, they've already got on the city. I think they start with more cities, to be honest, because they often have cities long before you'd think they'd be able to. There's a little bit of honey over there. It's continuing on meandering. We've got a time to kill. During a discussion about how to deal with Carthage, you make it clear that you wish someone would rid you of the turbulent Dido. Unexpectedly, everyone is in agreement. Assume practical matters are being hammered out. The only question is, which remains, is who should be focused on, stealth or speed? Requires Carthage is upset. So the sooner she's dead, the better. Let's try to remain undetected. I spoke in haste. Say no more of this. Yeah, let's just try to remain undetected. Let's just try to remain undetected. Plutia the scientist agreed to your marriage proposal. Congratulations. Okay, so got a marriage. Good. So yes, now she's giving a double bonus. So she's giving 14 extra research as our queen consort. And also 9.3 as our court scholar. So our tech has just gone through the fucking roof. So not bad. Very nice. Turns out having a nerd for a wife, definitely the best option. Let me continue our meanderings. Just have a look around. Oh, no, excuse me, Mr. Barbarians. Just passing through. Don't mind me. Just passing through. So some events won't happen immediately. They'll happen later on. And, oh, we could get a free worker. That's only going to take 1 year. So some of the techs you get are like things like giving you boosts for resources or, a worker. I think getting a worker is a good shout because that's just going to be next year because, of course, we've got so much technology now, which is fucking great. So we're going to move over here. We're going to do nets. That's going to give us some money. You're going to come over here. Oh, we found a tribe, the Numidians. So the Numidians are a bit like barbarians, but they aren't aggressive, at least to start off with. They will potentially attack you, but they're more kind of like an AI faction. They're kind of like a republic, something like that. So we've got a few options for cities now. We've got one down here, a couple over here. So these are, this one's not a bad option, but I think maybe this one would be better. This one would potentially sort of like, if we create this as like a, if we created the city of Bottom Plains as a war settlement, as Fabius, then of course we could potentially use that to like wage war against Carthage, something like that. Maybe throwing that out there. Oh, we've got Duke Postumus, who is our child. He's second. He's our nephew. Oh, he's Prince Remus's kid. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. Right. So Remus is married to Lucia. She's also a schemer. Wow. That's and then we've got Duke Hippopotamus over there. And he's currently second in line to ascend the throne. But as soon as we have a kid, well, he's going to be plumb out of luck, isn't he? Oh, well, never mind. Tech deck, that's fine. Tutorial succession, that's fine. So we've got Duke Hippopotamus there. And there we go. So we've got new tech. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with lumber mill, actually, because we've got quite a bit of wood nearby. And we've got our new little worky man. A new little worky man. So I'll put you down there to do that. Keep you meandering around. We found a hill. Terrifying emissary. The emissary from the Danes is a terrifying giant of a man. He stands over 7 feet tall, and what can be seen, his skin is heavily scarred. He growls his message to us. We can see his teeth have been sharpened to points. Weak fools. All you will get from the Danes is death, he roars. Oh, to arms. We're at war with them. Oh well, because we're not strong. We could, if we were strong, we'd declare war on them, but we'd get more training. As it is, we just declare war and get legitimacy. If we had enough money, we could potentially pay truce, but yep, we're at war. Oh well. Danes are just cranky, aren't they? The Numidians, though, a bit more chill. As you can see, they've got multiple settlements, so it's not just one. They have a fair few. But we're building up. It's fine. I'm fairly happy with this. They're not, like, super threatening right away. Maybe they would be on like higher difficulties. Our second city, yes, we do have a settler. I'm going to pop you. I'm tempted to pop you there. But I could pop you there. That would kind of, you know, protect us from... There's barbarians over there as well. It makes more sense to build it there, I think. So I'm going to pop you there. And we're going to build a Fabius city. Fabius because it's fabulous. So these guys start off with a fort in the city automatically. Now what that means is that we can actually assign a governor to the settlement. So if I click on the governor there, I've got 2 potential options here. So I could do it, and you can see the bonuses that I would give. Alternatively, I can send my mum to go and look over it. Now it's going to give us less money, but it's going to give us additional civic construction, which isn't necessarily the worst thing to have, in my opinion. So I'm tempted to, like, pop you there and choose you. Yes, mother, I choose you to run this city. Get you out of the house as well. Stop you nagging me. And I'm going to go with the warrior here. You can see they get the trait steadfast, so they get more combat versus tribal units. Should be quite good. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. And you are going to continue to scout around. I could maybe do with some stone. Ooh, I'm out of bloody moves. Rubbish. I'm going to build a fisherman. It's going to take 6 years. Jesus, really? Seems like a long time to train a fisherman. Just catching fish. It's not that hard. So we'll harvest some stone there, and I will go and find a spoiled ruin. Scavenging through the ruins, we find significant amounts of stone, iron, and wood. However, Local raiders could reach the ruins by nightfall. We can't fight them off, but we can carry off some of the loot back home. Which of the three would you like us to bring back? So we can bring stone. So stone is fine. Iron, I'm not super worried about. Wood. I'm going to say stone, I think. So let's go with stone. Stone. Oh, this is some. I think this is honey. Harvest honey, which is going to give us some culture. Grab this down here, known as the Explorer. Strange scroll. Sealed within a musty tomb, surrounded by strange signs and sigils, our scouts discover an ancient but surprisingly well-preserved scroll. Thinking this unsettling, they bring it to you for judgment. Whilst the writing is of an unknown language, it is oddly simple. It feels as if you could quickly learn if you devoted some time to the task. We could become exotic. Holy shit, yeah. It's going to give us some hearts, which is going to obviously just give us global stuff. So, as leader, we get 8 civic construction hammer things. Civic rate, yeah, I think that's civic rate and also civic construction. Because that's training, that's civics rate. I think civics is used for building stuff. So basically, you know, when we're building stuff, that's what we're using. Yeah, so we've got 60 little hammers there, so we've got 10. That's going to take 5 years. That. Good. Renewed hope. The birth of young Princess Sevilla lays to rest any worries about your legacy. You wish to provide new heir with every comfort and opportunity, ensuring that she grows to become a legendary leader of Rome. Oh, so we've had Princess Sevilla, so of course she's now rank 1 in the heirdom. Duke Remus is 2, and Duke Hippopotamus is 3. Sucks to be him. So we could give her a caregiver and a tutor will shape her early years, closeness and loyalty of a pet, or we provide her with more siblings. I become romantic. Ooh la la. Or I could give her a pet monkey or pet fish. Let's become romantic. Sure. So that's giving us more charisma, which of course is more construction-y bits. It's good. Tutorial ambition. Okay, so we've got a little sort of like sub-mission that we can go. So we can control 4 cities or kill 5 enemy units. I'm going to say let's kill 5 enemy units. Yeah, like these barbarian dicks over here. Let's try that. And legitimacy. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. It's all fine. Okay, so I'm going to now want to build a iron mine. There we go. Yeah, we're going to build a mine. So we're going to pop that there. Keep us going. I'm going to bring over here. Just keep exploring the surroundings. Obviously, we've now got 2 cities, which is really nice. Strange Scroll translation. Your studies of Strange Scroll have borne fruit. While at first the language is made, it is written in is no sense, you rapidly come to understand it. It almost feels as if the scroll wants to be read and is somehow helping you. But of course, that's not possible. The scroll tells of mysterious plants and their uses. The things described are unlike anything you've heard of before. Although you are learning a lot, studying the scroll is giving you a terrible headache. Let's give it +1 wisdom. I'm going to say let's continue our studies. Anything that gives you a headache is a good thing, am I? Good. So that's given us a bit more tech and all that kind of good stuff. We can. I'm tempted to like bring you over here to do some bits. What's going on with that goat? That's a party goat if ever I saw one. Holy shit! He's having a grand old time. Look at him go. Okay, good. Good. Fucking weird goat. How strange. Right, we're going to move over here and we're going to build a farm, I think. Let's keep that going. Because that's going to give us more food, which is good, I think. Is it good? I'm fairly sure it's good. It's probably good. Let's grab some more honey. That's all about the honey, mummy. So we continue our meandering over into the plains over there. I'm fairly sure the Danes will leave me alone for the moment. Probably, he says. Unsure that they will. It's probably fine. So you can like marry into the tribes and stuff like that, and that will then also give you little goody hut over there. No, just come down here. You're fine. Also make them like you and allow you to get alliances with them, which could be potentially quite useful. You know, you can get them to declare war on your enemies, that kind of thing. That's always fun. Hello, barbarians. Strange Scroll Revelation. You've come to understand the strange scroll. While at first it seems to describe a different world, you have come to realize actually a series of allegories which reveals the unity of opposites. The world is at once one and many. That is just the opposite tension of the opposites that constitutes the unity of the one. The sea is the purest and impurest water. Fish can drink it, and it is good for them. To me, it is undrinkable and destructive. Well, yeah, no, well, fish, you know. Poor, yeah, it's good. And so we've got even more technology because of our wisdom. So look at that. Doing good on the old tech. Holy shit. Okay, now we've got some boys. We've got some boys. We can do some damage. Let's get our... I'm going to just leave you there for a minute. As we go and grab this. The Riddle of the Gates. We come across a guarded entrance to an ancient ruined city. A majestic sphinx is sitting on an inscription that will help us open the gate. What's the riddle? We have no time for riddles. Tear down the gate to enter the city. What's the riddle? The sphinx asks, what creature has one voice and yet becomes 4-footed and then 2-footed and finally 3-footed? A man who crawls on 4 as a baby, walks into as an adult and uses a stick in old age. Creature has one voice. This is the same riddle Oedipus solved, but it isn't. But isn't he that's still the most famous for marrying his mother? I become witty. So I can become cunning, or I can become witty. I am witty, so we'll become witty. There we go. Look at this. Look at all these traits we've got. We're romantic, we're witty, we're ruthless, or exotic. Oh, what a man! Oh, he's the whole package. Sounds like me. Except I'm not witty or romantic or charismatic. I missed out some gems. We should get the gems because that's going to give us some lovely culture. Lovely culture. I'm going to go grab another warrior, I think. Something like that. Let us sleep you for the moment, and then we'll end our year. Let's see if the barbarians come to us. Oh, they do. Okay, so we can get labour force, drama, rhetoric, or land consolidation. Now, interestingly, drama gives us music, because until we research this, we have no game music. So I'm going to go for drama, and I'm going to fuck these guys up. Eat it, nerds. Okay, so you can't attack more than once, but if we attack again, we will basically wipe them out. So, no problem there. Could build... Oh, we could build the Hanging Gardens. Okay, we can cut down the trees. That's what we're going to do. We could build a lumber mill, but we're not going to do that. We're going to cut down the trees, and we're going to build this, the Hanging Gardens, right there. Bosh. Why not? You know, you've got to build them somewhere. May as well build them there. May as well. It's a thing. Let's go and harvest this marble, and we've got you over here somewhere. There you are. Okay, we'll harvest you. You can't move. Don't need to know about that. Don't need to know about you. Like mother, like son. You've noticed that for better or worse, Duke Postumus is showing signs of taking after his mother, Duchess Consort Lucilia. How this influence will take shape is yet to be seen. The spoiled hen bred a spoiled egg. Perhaps this one might turn out better than the last. Wow. Requires... Consort Lucilia is spoiled. Perhaps not surprising, but still disappointing. So he's become spoiled as well. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that's not ideal, but never mind. It's not my kid. It's fine. He's reflected on recent... He's absorbed many important... Oh, he's got +1 wisdom. So I've got 5 wisdom. Palace servants often find Queen Consort Lucia walking among the gardens, openly pondering questions of life, mortality, and desire. One day she asks if she may take lessons with one of the court philosophers. How should we accommodate? Hire a master philosopher. It's too expensive. So we could do that and she'll become wise. We have the money, and also that would increase our global research rates. So yes. Those guys are dead. We can... So we can add a general. So we could add, because we've got some characters. So because we settled the Fabius city, it's actually given us some more characters. So we could actually have some add a general onto this army. So we could do it. And you can see the bonuses we get there. Or we can hire Oligarch Lucius the Hero. And he's going to give them 20% additional melee attack. Which is pretty fucking legit. So... but you are on attack cooldown, so you can't do it right now. That's fine. We can work on it. We can pop a general in there, and he'll be a big old tanky boy. And you also have different sort of court positions. So, for example, ambassador, chancellor, spy master. Certain archetypes of character can work those jobs, and they can then do certain things. So, for example, we could get maybe Duke Remus to like us if we had a ambassador. We could send him in to improve the mood of Carthage with us, that kind of thing. Spy masters can obviously do spying stuff, and the chancellors can do various bits and pieces. And all of the stats work for them. So, for example, ambassador increases culture per city, increases foreign opinion with charisma, with courage, its tribe opinion, with discipline, its religion. So you can kind of pick, obviously you need a certain archetype, but if you can pick someone who, for example, if you're going for like a culture victory, sticks with an ambassador who has a lot of wisdom, because that's going to give you a big boost to culture per city, that kind of thing. So the characters are really important actually in where you put them. I mean, this game does feel like a mod in many ways, and I don't want that to sound like it's like I'm denigrating it, because I'm not. Because I think there's a lot of mods that are really good, and this is a very good game. It's not a mod, it's a game, but it feels like a bit of a mod, but like a very, 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 very polished one. And that's fine. I mean, Civilization, the mechanics in Civilization are very polished anyway. It's a fairly basic, I want to say, game. I mean, the mechanics are fairly easy to understand, aren't they? And yet, they work really well. I don't think a game has to be particularly complex to be good, and I don't think that a complex game is necessarily better than one with simple mechanics. But this game kind of takes the sort of like basic mechanics of Civilization and then adds all these kind of like character events to the top of it, which is really good. As I say, if you like Crusader Kings and you like Civilization, then you're going to really like this game, I think. So over here, we're going to go with Treasury. Let's do that. Let's do that. You have finished doing your thing. We could really use more stone. Where can I put more stone? Could we build? I could build a lumber. Okay, I'm going to build a lumber mill to start off with. I'll build one there. There is adjacency bonuses as well. So if you build like quarries next to each other, they give you more stone. That kind of thing. So we're going to add. Oh, have I not ended the turn? I've not ended the turn. Thought I had. I was yabbering. Okay, so we're now going to get husbandry. Yeah, well, no, let's go for trappings, actually. We'll do that. Okay, good. So, and there's the music. So we're going to add a general. We're going to add you. Can we attack you? Okay, so you have to wait after you've added general. But they've now got general, so their attack's going to be higher. Which is good, and because they're a happy family, because they like us, it's actually going to mean that we get certain better bonuses for our characters doing their jobs, that kind of thing. So that's good. We're at quite a nice little position here. We've got a little peninsula to live on, which is good. So of course we can grab this one down here, and this one over here. And there's also the Danes who are at war with over there. We could grab that as well. I guess we're going to go up here, because I don't really know that we can explore much further south. Just keep sort of scooching in this area. So they haven't been here before. Oh, border disputes. Almost immediately after discovering the Gaelic encampment, our troops are threatened by warriors at its border, insulting our trade. Insults are traded, weapons are drawn, our units stand at attention, ready to act on our command. What are your orders? Because we're charming, we can convince the Gaelic leader of our peaceful intentions. Now that will increase their opinion of me, but it will reduce our happiness. So we can take one of the units as prisoner hostage. We can become bold. And the other tribes won't like us. Or we can purchase their goodwill gifts of food. So that's going to cost us some money, but it will give us +1 wisdom. So, Ooh, some of the choices you're given are actually really hard to pick between, because I mean, we could do this. That's going to get that, but I mean, the Gauls are quite far away, but it'll also piss off the Numidians. But we'll become bold. Fuck it, doing that. Don't even care. Done it. Poetic Petition. Queen Dido, the Able of Carthage, has sent a messenger bearing an exceptionally long scroll, which he proceeds to read aloud. It waxes poetic in some places, philosophical in others, and moves several members of the court to tears with sheer beauty of its prose. But the gist of the message is that Carthage is in need of aid and wishes us to send them some. We can provide food, or sadly we're in no position to give. I mean, we do have a fair chunk of food, so... And she'll then owe us a favour. So let's do that. Cause for worry. Lately... Oh my god! Is that the philosopher we paid for? He does not look like a philosopher. That does not look like the body of a philosopher. Lately, your wife Plutia has been seen around the city with another member of the court. Rumours of a love affair are spreading like wildfire. What should we do? We can pay no heed. Or we can investigate the rumours. So she'll become estranged, and it could lead to future events. Alternatively, she can become endeared. You know what? I'm not going to pay. This picture could be anything. Maybe, you know, she asked, what did my perfume smell like? That... It could be anything, you know? Yeah, so now she likes me a lot, because I've obviously seen right through the perfume gate. It's fine. And Duke Postumus is now old enough to be tutored by courtiers. News arrives abroad of Queen Dido is dead. Was that us? Was that us? Maybe it was us. It's fine. Right. Let's take these boys on. Yeah, look at that. Eat that, nerds. We got this. We've got another warrior here. We're going to go with a treasury, I think. There we go. Time to kill results. News arrives from Carthage. King Ferran of the new... Oh. Okay, so we went to kill Dido, but she died, so then we stabbed the successor. Oh no. News arrived from Carthage. King Ferran is... assassin adeptly garroted him in the pleasure garden. Now, as long as our involvement is not... so it says he died, but she died. Is he dead? He's 2. How do I feel about killing a 2-year-old? I mean, not great. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Who did we just kill? Yeah. How does... Okay, so he is alive. He is not happy with us, though. I mean, he's 2. I don't feel like he should really be counted on for his opinion, really. I mean, you know, maybe let's not worry about 2-year-olds and what he feels. Just thinking. Right. Let's get you. You've done your thing. That's fine. We will continue scouting. So, I mean, this is going to give you a good idea of sort of what the game's like. And it definitely feels, from what I've played, as quite a nice, you know, tight mechanics, good graphics, just generally pretty good. Duke Remus would sell his own grandmother for 2 coins. Everyone knows him as greedy. Oof. And we're going to get... Ooh, military drills? Maybe. A grove. So that would let us exploit certain resources, but I don't think we've got any near us. So let's go for a military drill. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we've got a settler there. But first, let us kill these dweebs. That's it. You're dead. Get lost. And so we've uncovered a city site there. which does have some gold to it, but I don't know if I want that area. I might want this one. This one seems better. What about this one? I mean, this one seems pretty good, doesn't it? We could pop you there. We could pop you there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we do this one because it's like quite close to Carthage. So we've got the sort of like support of Capucia. But we could pop you down here, get the gold. You know what? Let's do that. Let's send you up here, and we're going to send you boys back. Unfortunately, we don't have enough orders. Are orders split by non-combat and... I don't know. We're now the Intrepid. Oh, because you attacked, didn't you? So you were exhausted anyway. That's why. That's why. So we do have orders. Now we don't have orders. Like father, like son. You've noticed that for better or worse, Duke Postumus is showing signs of taking after his father, Duke. Well, he's bold. Okay. There's boldness and there's bull-headed foolishness. So he's become bold. So he's now bold and spoiled. So there we go. So he's got 2 courage and -1 discipline. Princess Sevilla. We can't cut. At some point, we can probably like get a court scholar to teach her stuff, and that will potentially give her a little stat change. As she gets older, she'll also gain certain traits. My wife is warlike. Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. You do you, love. You do you. We're gonna go with Labour Force. Let's do that. I would like some quarries. So this is next to this mountain, so that's going to give us a boost, I believe. Are we building a... What are we building there? Council mine. Did I build the right thing? Oh, it's the wrong thing. Council the mine. I don't want the mine. I want a quarry is what I want. That's what I want. Wanted a quarry. Never mind. Right, you go there. We're going to... Now, I could settle another. But that's going to piss off the Valerius because then I won't have as many cities. Alternatively, I can keep it balanced. So you can select 3 families, effectively. Once you've selected your 3rd, the 4th family disappears. So we can either have the Claudius... No, sorry, we can... Yes, no, the Claudius, which is going to get... So that's more sort of culture and growth. Alternatively, we can go Julius, which is sort of more orders and civics. I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to go for the Julius. So we're going to do that. You can sort of just guard that for a minute. We're going to want you to come over here to help us, but for the moment we're going to get a warrior to defend this. That's good. You can see we've actually got a few more orders now. So we've got plus 8.4 from legitimacy, we've got -1 for improvement construction, plus 10 for the just, and plus 1.1 for the new settlements we've constructed. So obviously that's helped us quite a bit. That's going to give us some options. The Numidians don't like us very much, but that's fine. We can deal with them. Let's carry on doing our scouting. Don't want to get caught out. Fine, there we go. So that's basically how the game goes. Obviously, you expand, you sort of like get better units, use them to fight wars. You get these events. Your heir will take over from you, and obviously get events that we can use then to improve their stats. As you've seen, Romulus has now quite a look at him, look at stat boost. Look at all that. He's got 6 wisdom. He's super wise and 5 charisma. So charismatic. Oh, so good. Now, this game will be out on Steam and Good Old Games in 2022, but it's currently out on the Epic Games Store. So if you do like the look of it and you don't mind the Epic Games Store, then you can pick it up there. Alternatively, if you wait, put it on your Steam wishlist or something, and you can pick it up later next year. If you like the look of it. And it's pretty good. I say, I probably won't be spending too much more time with it because I just don't really feel like playing Civilization games at the moment. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just don't know. It just doesn't do it for me at the moment. but I am enjoying this. But with the limited time I have available, you know, it's not really something I want to put too much more time into. But I think that's my fault rather than the game's fault. I actually think the game is very, very good. I just think it's not personally my cup of tea at the moment. But maybe it's yours. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.